It always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Brady now to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. On play action, now Brady. This is caught. Touchdown. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going. A touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And some room to maneuver. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17.
On play action, they'll throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't pick.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still
looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now a handoff to Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made by Chase Young. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
They'll go with a keeper. Well, you just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get low and slide in there and get it done.
Henry. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans on just 2 plays have taken the lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Set to return, here's Raheem Mostert. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. From the 31, Brady. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On play action, it's Brady. This will be caught. It's Samuel. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the... Back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Again to Henry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2nd and 13. Looking deep downfield. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one.
Check three.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnett. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time on the catch and run.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are going to take the lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Mostert now to return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. from the gun, it's Brady. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On first down, Brady. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down, Brady. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Brady. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Again, it's Brady. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Titans 28. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Back to throw here. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play that time for the Titans. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Henry again. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry taking it in from a yard out. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Mostert now to return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Now a play fake. Brady slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Brady. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Brady. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And, partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. He'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Barnett. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He finds his man. Complete. It's Barnett. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Looking to throw. Fighting to stay upright. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Gibson on the read option. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, back and forth. And there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Gibson. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a first carry for their fullback. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here's Gibson.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
123 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And the Washington first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
On second down, it's Gibson. Strong running at the 30.
It's a first down and more for Gibson.
Touchdown, Washington!
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
McCann's got it teed up.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A first down carry for Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's taken down inside the 30. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They're set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now Gibson. Busts through the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw, Brady. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.